Hey everyone, Jamerella and myself are back again for another episode of Opolis Incorporated. We've been playing a bit in between, just collecting items, and we've got a couple of villages now. I think we have all professions, right?
Uh, yeah, I'm pretty sure we have every single one.
In any normal game, this would be, really beneficial where you could do trades and stuff. But this one, they only give you these receipts, which are still needed. They're still needed
And you
for a
get your
quest line.
monies.
And you sell the receipts, which is cool. So that's this one here, this quest line, the overworld quest line. So each of the different villages gives a different type of receipt. So there's 1 to 5, and then you need all 5 of them to make the trading license. And then the trading license allows you to sell the receipts. You then get basic trading bucks. It does tell you about the pack having easy villages, which means you can walk up to a villager and shift right click and pick up one. But if they've already got a trade, they won't change trades, obviously. So we still haven't done the unbreakable trading license yet. And then we need to start doing these things here, which is the nether passport fragments. So you actually need to level them up by trading with them up to the top level. What do we got? There's an apprentice here. Okay, so this mason's a journeyman, so it's not quite the top, but that just means they'll accept more things. So we can actually do grey coloured and purple coloured stone with this guy now. But obviously cobble's pretty simple. But yeah, we need to level them up. That fox is really noisy. Just keeps getting coming back. We let it out and it comes back. But yeah, so by trading with them, we'll get up to a top level, and then they'll be able to trade with the nether portal stuff. So we'll get to that point. It'll take us a little bit of work with these guys to level them up, but should be reasonably easy enough to do. In between, I bought a couple more quarries. They're running downstairs, or they've run out of space and fuel at the moment. So I do need to set up some sort of charcoal production. We'll work on that shortly. Other few things we've done, we did a bit more in the casting range here. So Jamerella has gone and got processing bucks and storage bucks. We've got pipes, we've got configurators, we've got all sorts of stuff that are available now. And you made a crafter and threw it at me.
To
Okay,
do with it.
I don't know what to do with it at the moment. Well, it can just sit in here. So here's some pipes. So let's grab this mechanical pipe and our configurator. And one of the things we can do is we can take this lava and pump it into the tank. So I think we just dig under the ground here. No, I don't have a shovel. I do need to get another shovel. But if I do this and then get this pipe, apparently you can pipe into there. Ooh, we can pipe out fluid. Interesting. Nothing in it. Oh, it's got liquid molten glass in it. That's very handy. Okay, I'm going to break. Oh. What if I do this? We can put lava in there, and this tank will stay full. Cool. Also found out that you can use rubies and peridot, however you want to pronounce it. And it gives a higher speed on your generators. So it drops this one down to 80 to 20. It means we're generating lava a lot quicker each time. Obviously, it's not a huge amount, 50 millibuckets, but it adds up. Right, let's just pop this back like that. So eventually we can probably do some piping with glass. Place a tank adjacent to the solidifier to increase speed. So you can actually make a tank, a fuel tank, and put water in it, and it should speed the solidifier up. Making things, quicker. Setting them quicker. What's the tank worth? It's just some black bricks around a bucket. don't quite have enough black bricks. I need another 3.
Plain
we can-
bricks in one of the chests you can smelt down.
Yeah. We'll just throw these 3 through. Wasteful, but So we'll make another tank and we'll add water into it and see what it does. All right. Up here we have a cloche, which needs rich soil, and it can make whatever thing you've got going. So we've got wheat and seeds going in here. I've got a peridot block in here. Drops it to 144 ticks from 396. I'm going to buy a couple more of these guys. So let's just do that now. We need to put some basic farming bucks in. I'm going to need 1, 2, 3. 3 of them. And we're going to need some more farming dollars as well. So let's just grab some of this. Pop them in there. Because what I want to do is get a few more of these. I'll show you in a second. To get the rich soil, 1 second. To get rich soil, you need to decompose organic compost. And that's done with sunlight, water, and an accelerant nearby. So we're using Podzol. Let me just grab these couple of bucks here, and I'll grab a couple of pieces of this. Ooh, that's what I want this for. See the 3 things, and then we're going to need 2 more pieces of rich soil. Over here near our big tree, we have Podzol underneath our spruce tree, and we've got some water nearby. This one here has turned into rich soil. You can see these are sort of varying levels of changed, and you'll see little particles coming off it if you stare long enough. But this will slowly convert when it's sunny, obviously. And then we've got a few more over here. So I'll grab those 3. There's a couple more converting away. And then we'll take these 3 cloches, and we will set them up somewhere to be able to get us. I think we'll move it outside, and we'll get another one of these markets set up nearby. We'll end up doing piping into it, I think. What are the market's worth again? I think that's regular stuff, isn't it? Original starter bucks. No? Markets. But market. Oh, you make it with the stuff. It's just some stone and some chests. Do I have stone? Got andesite. I don't know if that works.
Little bit of a forest fire happening at one of the villages.
Is that the one with the house in the middle of the
No,
lava lake?
it's the one in the redwood forest. Just burning down.
Nice. Build your wooden houses too close to a lava pool, everyone. Okay, so let's get our market. I'm going to pop in here. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try these 3 cloches here. We've got our rich soil. Only downside is that the cloche, it's not directing where you put your thing. It just sticks it in the first slot. Okay, so let's turn these guys on. Now they should be working. Very good. And as you can see here, 396. So if we turn this ruby, peridot, goes down to 144. Oh, ruby's the better one. Goes down to 80. Very much like ruby. We need some more rubies. I don't know what I've got down in my little quarries. Let's go and have a look. All right. Also, the other thing you can do in a cloche, which I'll get enough to set up, is we can set up wood in it, and you can work through using wood and chests. I think it is to sell. Oh, I don't have any more. Need to find some more rubies. You can see I had the gold chest down there, so that is storage bucks you get from, as I said, selling wood and stuff. But you can also get storage drawers. So we do want to set up like a storage drawer wall, probably here. I did consider bringing it over to the base, but I think we're probably going to set it up here, and then we can pipe up from the quarries directly into it. This is mechanical pipe. Can I do logistical transporters? That is the question. Because what I'm hoping for, might pick this guy up as well. Oh, him out here. This soil, seeds, and again this. Okay, maybe it's the different type of actual thing being farmed, because that carrot is 144, but this one shows as 80 for the wheat seeds. Oh no, 144 when it's turned on. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so the beetroot doesn't work in here, which is odd. Okay, maybe it's not a thing. Grab a sapling. Might have to move this guy. Just an oak sapling, or spruce might work, but I'll take one of each. We look in the quest. What does it say? I go the uses of cloche. Saplings, cocoa beans. There's 17 pages of it. Warp fungus. You can put budding certus quartz in here, which is interesting. Onions, cacti. We can do sugar cane. Carrots, yes. Oh, I've got to put beetroot seeds in. My bad. I would need beetroot seeds, not regular beetroot. That'll do it. I'm assuming you have some beetroot seeds here, Jamerella. Yes, I found it.
Should be in one of them.
Let's do this properly. Derp. Okay, that's working. Cool. Let's see what happens with this. Can I do this? I think I can. Excellent. I can set up automation. Automatically pipe all of these things into the market, and then I can come over here with the farming license, and we can pop it in and out. Pick up whatever's in there, which is fantastic. So it's not super quick, but by the time this gets done making the items, it should transport them over. And we'll have quite a build up here. So we've already got 15 more farming bucks. I can buy one more cloche. And this catalog book, if you buy the book, you can shift right click on the catalog inside there, and it allows you to buy as if you're standing in front of that device. So if I take this one, I'd set this one back up inside for the moment. And this one will do oak saplings, I think. Grab a little bit more of this rich soil. Fortunately, I don't have anything to go back in its place. I'll have to buy some. It's in here. Turn it on. Yes. Excellent. So that's now making wood for us. So that will be quite handy when it comes to needing to get the storage bucks. So, that being said, probably could do with some wood here. Might just take this out of here. The storage, we got storage bucks and we got the basic storage license. So you put this in, it can do, actually if I go uses of this one, wood, so logs and chests. So we can throw this in here and fairly high chance that it'll be either of the two. And if you can make enough of this, you could set up a bit of a farm to do logs, or use the crafter that Jamerella threw at me earlier to turn wood into chests and then spit them into one of these units. But again, we'd need a lot more storage bucks. But storage bucks give us some really cool stuff here. So, as I said before, we can do functional storage using the storage bucks. So we can grab a storage controller. It's going to cost 12, but still worth it. We're going to need a configuration tool, both of them. I actually want to try using ender drawers because I'm trying to work out a way of teleporting stuff from down the bottom up into the system. I'm wondering whether I can do it with an ender drawer, but I'll work that out. It's going to cost me 16 to try it out, but I'll see how we go there. Now it looks like the actual drawers we can make. So if I type in drawer, so we can make regular drawers with the regular recipe. So just some planks around a chest. So we need to get a bunch more wood underway. Some here. But yes, definitely some things we can do with this. A storage controller, control access point, armory cabinet. So we can use compacting drawers for our gems. That'll give us the ability to squish things down. We could also use it for our metals and a few other things. But I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm going to buy 2 of these things and we'll see what happens. Let me get some chests made and some wood. So I might just grab that birch. Oh, did I spend all the birch already? I think I did. We have too much junk and not enough sorting happening. Let me just make some chests. At the moment. Again, I just want to test a couple of these drawers out. Cool. Put all this up away. Gonna need some more things here, but let's try something out. I want to see if I can do this before I go too much further. I have an ender drawer and an ender drawer. That just locks that one. Indicator mode, swap to locking. Okay, so what about this one, the linking tool? Single. Board frequency in the tool. Change draw frequency. Does that mean that anything in here goes up over there? Okay, so if I, again, this is where we're going to have a little bit of fun. I put a draw here, and a draw here. If I do that, now you can probably work out what I'm trying to do here. If we can use these ender draws to teleport items, then I will set up a draw system away from the quarries and use this idea. Again, it'll be slow and we need to work out how we can speed things up, but we could potentially do this and it will come up to the system up the top here. So I think that's what I want to do. Again, it's not going to be super fast. We're going to need to work on some methods around this, but where are you hiding, Jamerella? You're miles away.
All the way. I'm in Westwind, but I got a cat, and I can't teleport with a cat, so I have to try and make a boat and come back.
That'll be fun. I was going to say, where do you want me to set up this storage drawer system? Did you want to put it in the wall, or do you want to put it closer to the building? Because this ender drawer is going to work.
I'm not a professional.
But you're the designer.
Okay, and?
End, she says. End. I just think well, you were considering putting it in the basement, but
I didn't have a basement yet.
alright, maybe I'll just put it out behind the smelting stuff. We put this here, and then I can start putting drawers down, and we can get our linking tool and our configuration tool. Okay, so those drawers are linked. We can eventually push this to a wider range, but got an area where we can set up drawers. And then what I can do is, as you saw just here, we can teleport from down below. Why can I not pick that up? I can... Gosh, everything takes so long to pick up. I can be a little bit sneaky about how we teleport things up. And put this guy here. This on it. Like so. And then we will buy some more pipes. Storage box or processing? Don't remember which one the pipes are in. Processing. I'll grab some more. Just a couple of sets of them. That might not be enough. We'll grab 3. Ooh. Hello. You has a cat. How are you going to keep the cat?
Pick them up in the house.
I think we need to sleep to get rid of this rain. Yeah. Okay. Let me pick up these drawers. And we'll try and see if this system works. And then we're just going to need a bunch more drawers of all different shapes and sizes, I guess, for us to store things in. Ooh. Let's go down to the mine. And as I was alluding to, what we'll do is we'll put the ender drawer here somewhere. And we will connect this to it. And then I hope at the other end it's doing the same thing. So gonna be messy. I just want to see if this works. Oh, thought I fell in then. Could have been interesting. Right, we're probably going to get a lot of bounce back because things aren't going to be flying out the other end as quickly. So we'll see. See how much of a mess this makes. It's either that or actually we run them into this chest. So it's going into one spot maybe. Okay, at the moment it's only allowing the one item to come out, which is cool. Okay. Get back up top. Again, this is kind of me circumventing how to teleport things around. And if we can get some faster, was me trying to run, if we can get some faster pipes, we might be okay. Okay, I need to, now that I've moved stuff, I need to change it. Oh no, I don't want it, oh, I don't link it to the controller. Let me see. Do I do this thing again? What? You can right click in the air to change modes or to clear frequency. Left click and ender drawer to store its frequency. Left clicked. Always forget which way to do these. But the idea would be what? Change draw frequency. Gosh. We might have lost what was in there. Anyway, it's fine. It's just a bit of andesite or whatever it was. Okay, so that should be working. Okay, so now they're connected and we are moving the items from the quarry up into these drawers. So again, we'll need to set up locking of the drawers. We can lock this one to only have our diorite in there. And this will hold 2000 before it's overfull. and then we're teleporting. So again, I can go down and I can put some coal or something into that system, and it will feed out back up to here. So again, we're going to need some more drawers, quite a few, I'd say. So need to get a bunch more oak wood. This thing here will be helping, but it's not super fast at the moment, so we can probably make that faster. Well, that did that. Why? Anyway. Hello, cat. How are we doing here? We're getting a few things in here. What? We've got... Okay, so it will only keep... Even if there's space there, it's not exporting the thing out apart from one stack worth in... Oh, that's even better. This thing will actually only hold one lot of each item. It's smart. It's smart. So, farming license. If I come over here now and just really quickly pop the farming license in, we'll crank through a bunch of what's in there. And it'll sell. We'll obviously use some durability. But we'll get more coins at the same time. That is very cool. As I said, it'll only store up to one stack. I don't think it's using the seeds though, so we may need to work on filtering out seeds. But we've got another 55 farming bucks here, so we can maybe make cloches for each of the different woods. That's probably something we can try in between episodes. What else do you want to try in between episodes, Jamerella?
I'm just maxing these out to get us to the nether.
Maxing those guys out. There's quite a few things we need to do in terms of... We can do gene splicing. Farming bucks can be broken down into useful genes that can be used to increase your resource efficiency. The SP33D gene causes crops to grow much faster than normal. How do we do that? As I'll have a look at this before we wrap up. We are slightly out of time now. Let me grab some of these farming bucks. What are your uses? Okay, so we would need a precision sawmill to cut them up. Precision sawmill requires infused stuff and steel and stuff that we can't buy yet. So, okay, interesting.
What I was working on.
It won't take us long to get the unbreakable farming. Oh, very nice.
I made it because you need it for that.
Cool. We'll get as many of these farming bucks as possible. Do some manual sales, and we can potentially set up the automated one, and then it'll just constantly make stuff out here for us using this little cloche setup and the market. Again, it'll only keep a stack of each thing in there, so that's a cool little win. We've got the pipe under here, obviously piping the lava across. This system's currently doing what it needs to, which is, you know, moving the items from the base. I'll make some more wood. Well, I'll go and harvest some more wood. I'll maybe jump over to one of the villages and just decimate their tree population while we're waiting for our setup to make more. And I'll make a bunch of drawers over here. Maybe I'll buy a couple of compacting drawers for I don't know, like diamonds and the like, the gems, etc. But yeah, I think we've got a good start here to automated mining system, and we'll work on sales. Again, this thing, potentially we can hook up the pipe on here and it'll only keep a stack of each one in here, Jamerella. And then we just dump dirt, sand and cobble into this and it will automatically process it. So let me just do that. Let me do... If you want to empty the items out of the chest, out of the unit, the sale thing quickly. And it should just put a stack of each in here now. It'll take a moment to do it. I don't think we sell stone bricks.
The villagers, that's what that is.
And then we can just leave the mining license in there because it's unbreakable. And as long as we dump materials in here, we can work out whether we can craft. Can we craft dirt and cobble, etc.? Recipe?
Well, you can put some of the dirt. Sometimes it asks for dirt in like dirt brick form, and you can take it over to my table.
Okay, the resource generator will only do cobble, stone, basalt, and netherrack. I was hoping there'd be one for dirt or sand. Once we get into essences, though, we can probably use them. Or we set up crushers and stuff. But again, this will just tick over. I don't think it matters which dirt it is. I think it just needs the number. So in this case, it wants 13 dirt. Once it gets 13 dirt, it will do the trade. But yeah, that's so again, it's set up to be able to just put one of each type. As long as you just put those items in the chest, it will only populate a stack, which is very nice. There's no overlapping. You won't run out of space for things to go in, and then it'll just backlog into the unit, which is very cool. All right, I think that's a good place to wrap up for now. Plenty to do, plenty of draws to make, plenty of manual selling of stuff, really, to get by, to get through to what we need. We're not progressing too far so far, but yeah, we've got quite a few things on the go. Just a lot of selling to get the unbreakable licenses, and then we can just set up an actual selling spot for it. Infusing will be the next thing we need to start looking into, which is making some bronze and steel. So again, we'll need to get a solidifier and mixer and stuff set up and running through here. And we'll work out resource chains to automate some of that. So we're just generating the items. But that's a next episode thing. Until then, though, thank you all for watching. Leave your comments down below. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Again, feel free to sub to the channel, as the cringe people say. Sorry. Feel free to subscribe, and you'll see notifications come out of the episodes. Still not sure where this will be in the week, but hoping to make it regularly happen on the day, whichever one I choose. I'm thinking either Tuesday or Thursday, so it'll have already happened by the time you're hearing this. But I'm hoping to make it regularly, as long as I can catch up with Jamerella more often to record. Till then, thanks for watching. Say goodbye, darling.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.